Temple of Fertility. When local people they visit the temple, they would first donate some money as sort of appeasing the local protector, and then he would start rolling down the dice. So as I said, there are like some good numbers and some bad numbers depending upon the temple and depending upon the protector, of course. Yeah, this is all about just to know that whether the protector here in the temple is favoring him or not. But then if we continuously, like if we consecutively play like three bad numbers, then the caretaker of the temple normally doesn't give the fourth chance. So we have to play like good in 3 times. We got to see over here, the Buddha of compassion. Yeah. From Sanskrit, he's known as Avalokiteshvara. As I said, there are like 3 Bodhisattvas. Avalokiteshvara for Buddha of compassion, Vajrapani for Buddha of power, and Manjushri for Buddha of wisdom, or sometimes known as the Lord of wisdom. So as I said, the Buddha of compassion will have 11 heads and then 1,000 arms. So all the segments that you get to see around are different segments of his hand. And then if you look carefully on each palm, there is an eye. So Buddha of compassion with 11 heads, 1,000 arms and 1,000 eyes. Things that you get to see here, statues, paintings, dates back to 7th century. The only thing that looks odd in this temple is the chandelier which is hanging from the ceiling.
Yes.
Alright, so as we walk out of the temple or from here, I don't want you to step over the ritual instruments, especially the trumpet. The dark temple where we have used the flashlight, we got actually to see the spirit catcher. Yeah.
Yes.
So this is something related to what I've said. Yeah. I said spirit catcher which is being tied on the pole. Spirit catcher which is being tied on the pole, and then by performing some ritual ceremony, we actually try to appease the spirit and then set them free again. Yeah, but then this is a little bit different. Right after they get this design, people come over here. They put their own offering, especially money and some cookies offerings and some chocolate offerings, so that the bad luck that we have, for like as of 2014, I said for some of you that your luck is average. So this is a way to overcome your bad luck, because the spirit here, because we keep on appeasing him, and then we appease him by this kind of offerings, and then in return he's gonna take all the bad lucks that we have, and then basically to overcome the bad luck that we have for the year. Yeah. All right. So I want you to walk just behind us.
Let's go in.
The thing that you had or may not have seen is the bow and arrow, which is on the other side of the temple, on the other corner, hanged on the pillar. You'll get to see that, or you may not have seen that because that it's all been occupied. However, there is a bow and arrow. As I said, that was the arrow which was shot by divine madman from Tibet when he was, when he's looking for Bhutan back in 15th century. And as I said, the main statue in the middle is, divine madman in singing position, and behind him we have the statue of Shakyamuni, and right in the corner, you may not have seen that again because it's right there in the left corner. That there we have the statue of Buddha of compassion, known as Avalokiteshvara. Yeah. And the other thing is, the monks, wandering here, and some giving offerings to the local visitors, because that the offerings that we donate to the temple, it's not actually 100% meant for the monks. Well, they take the best part, yeah. and later on, it's being shared with all the people who are visiting the temple. That's basically, how we share the blessing from the temple to all the sentient beings, even to the birds and dogs around. The process in the ritual ceremony, where basically the small banner, which comes in different colors, is meant for basically to share to share the happiness.
Oh yeah.
That's how they spread happiness in the atmosphere, and then ultimately to all the sentient beings. Yeah. And the list of like instruments that you get to see over there, the long one, it's the trumpet, the elf horn, something similar to that, and flute, which is sort of like shorter version. And if you listen now, there's a sound which is This is a small booklet which is normally kept just in a place where they are doing the offerings. So when the local people, they would like to know whether their baby is boy or girl. So what they do is, they first prostrate in the temple and do some donations. After that, the caretaker brings that booklet, and she would pick up a thread normally tied to one page of that booklet. So she would pick up that thread and then see what's written on it. If the word that is written on that booklet is a name that's normally given to a man, then they would anticipate a boy. Kinle Wangmo is normally the name which is given to girls. So if she happens to pick up that name, then she normally would anticipate a girl. Yeah, so that's how they. Well, most of the time I would say it's right. Yeah, the first time when I, my first daughter, when we came over here in like Temple of Fertility, when my wife she picked up a name which is normally given to a girl. But I haven't tried for my younger daughter. But for the first daughter, like it actually coincided with what she had picked up. Yeah.
It doesn't matter if he gets it wrong.
Right or wrong?
Well, if he picks up for a boy and he has a girl.
Well, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter because that, as I said, your life depends upon your past life. So yeah, everything has to be done by the past life. And there's something wrong if you happen to pick up two papers, twins, or it could be both sometimes. All right, so we're gonna walk back, and then as I said, on the way back we're gonna see a farmhouse, and which is just nearby. And there, the farmhouse, as I said, I just called up her because she's a close relative to one of my uncle who had actually helped me when I was studying over here at Punaka. So I just called up her, and then she was actually, when I called up, she was there in the market. So I said that, no way. You met her. So I said, no way, you have to come over here because I have like a group of tulips. You know what tulips are? Tulips? Flowers. Yeah.
Tulips. I thought we were
Ginger is for the saga, yeah? Tulips is tourist. So I said, I have a group. No, she said, it's okay. She came, from the market, and then I think she's right now busy preparing, the suja, the rice for the tea, ara, the, cereal from rice or the puff rice, yeah? So let's look forward for the visit to the farmhouse and take your own time on the way back. Yeah? All right.